Hi there, I'm Marcia Nelson. This is the third of 7 videos that I'll do on developmental skill levels for children that are your children, and you're playing with them and interacting, but there might come a point where you wonder, oh, is this quite on par with where the developmental skill and growth charts ask my child to be? So these are things that would be used if you did call Child Find or went to your local school and asked about a referral to that school for your child to be seen. Let's start with 1.5 years up to 2 years of age. I had said earlier they would name 2 or 3 things. Well, now they'll be naming at least 5 or 6 things, objects that they play with, things they see in their environment. And they will show interest in other children. They might just be playing beside them in a sandbox or climbing the slide together or looking at each other when they come off a slide, but they are showing that interest to engage and play with. Not so much interactive, but at least beside other children. They'll follow a simple direction. If they're building with blocks or little things in your house that can be stacked, they'll stack 3 or 4 things, or they'll lay them out in a little train-like way so that they know they're doing this and then this and then this and then this. They have that concept of putting things together. They'll drink from a cup without any assistance, and they will definitely cooperate with their dressing by putting out an arm or putting out their leg or balancing on you to lift up their leg. That's 1.5 years to 2. At year 2 to 3, we are definitely seeing a lot more marking with a pencil or crayon in a scribble kind of form. They might copy you some with drawing a line down the paper. So feel free to do a lot of creative marking and dotting. And I've seen kids at easels just knocking on it, and they know it makes a picture. It makes them something react to their doing it. They'll use a spoon and a fork much more accurately, and you'll see them be able to climb stairs to a slide or some other play equipment. And they'll definitely 2 to 3 be putting at least 2 words together. This is important because at 2 we expect at least 2 words strung together. Dat mama, go car, any 2 together, but they're not separate things. Go at some point in time and car at some point in time, but together. Go car, me mama, or there light, that kind of thing. 2, at least 2. Now at 3 to 4, we're expecting at least 3 words together, but we won't go there quite yet. I want you to know back to age 2 to 3, they're claiming things as mine, that mine. And they'll run with ease, and they'll know at least 3 emotions, not to show them so much as to be able to know what it is. Happy, if you're looking at pictures, sad, mad. They'll know those by then. Let's see, 3 to 4. By that time, they're pedaling a tricycle. They are toilet trained. These are big milestones to look for. They'll count to 5. They'll ask a lot of questions of what and why and where, sometimes who. And they'll speak so much more clearly, 3 to 4. That's why we now have them engaged in lots of pre-K programs so that we get them ready for school and kindergarten. At 4 to 5, some of the physical things are throwing, catching. Generally, we start catching by having our arms out together, and they'll copy simple shapes, and they'll name those shapes, at least some of them. They'll consistently use complete sentences, and there'll be 3 and 4 and 5 words together. They won't be broken up at all after 2. 2 words at 2, 3 words at 3. You definitely want to see 3, 4, and 5 words in this next stage. Writing some or part of their own name so that they're learning those letters for their name. And they can tell a story if you're having pictures there. From a beginning of the story, there once was a man, or their man, and then a middle part of that story, and then an ending to that story by seeing the pictures. They'll definitely be interested in turning pages. I always mean to emphasize that you keep playing with, interacting, and looking at books together, magazine pictures together. And remember, these are just part of, I have to pick up something here, of the developmental milestones that are looked at. So I want you to know one of 3 pages that your physician has, and they look like this, and they get marked like that, and they are very thorough. So you don't need this sheet of paper, but you do want to at least keep in mind the key things I just brought up for each stage of development, and ask your doctor if they have concerns, and you express your concerns, and then get in touch with the school system. All right, I'm going to show you once more my email so that you can shoot out questions if you want to, and I will get back with you. So here it is. I think it's pretty clear on the form. And let's see if there's anything else. I'm reiterating not to be hesitant to bring up your concerns about your child, and I'm wanting you to keep playing, having fun, reading, singing, doing all the sounds back to your child when they're young and they're just jabbering jabberback. It's very important. All right, thank you. I'm Marcia Nelson, and I'll be in touch with you if you communicate. Thanks.